TB and just a booster bundle.
Do y'all have any more booster bundles?
Yeah.
Perfect. Sure.
Appreciate you, YouTube.
Hello everybody, this is Drew from Pine Tree Trading Company, and today we're opening some Pitch Black on release day. So today, it was my plan to go to Best Buy. I ended up getting to Best Buy around 4 a.m. I want to say, maybe a little after 4, maybe a little bit before 4. So, got there at 4 a.m. and I was second in line. First in line was one of my buddies, of course. Luckily, honestly, and it was us for probably about, I'd say, until about 4, about 4:15. Yeah, just a little after 4. So about, I'd say about 15 to 30 minutes after I got to Best Buy is when the next 2 people got in line. And after that, we didn't see anybody till maybe about an hour and a half before open. So Best Buy here opens around 9 a.m. They let you in at 8:30. So I want to say people started showing up more so around 6. I would say maybe 5:45, just before 6, around 6. And I think the line got up to maybe around, what would I say? I would say maybe less than 20 people for sure. I would say around before 7 o'clock. And then once 7:30 came around, closer to 8, maybe even just after 8, is when a bigger crowd of people came. So that's probably when it ended up with maybe 30 or so people, 30 plus people, I would guesstimate. When I drove by Target this morning though, so that had to be around like 3:40, probably around 3:30ish. I would say there was probably a line of 15 to less than 20 people. Tent already put up and everything like that. And supposedly at our Target, there was 5 prismatic UPC or SPCs, and supposedly they had them in a weird place. This is what I was told. They had them in a weird spot, and some people in the very front didn't see them and missed out on them. So hey, there might be some prismatic SPCs in the wild if you're lucky enough. Sounds like 5 people were lucky enough to get one out where we are. But other than that, I think Target did have Ascended Heroes poster boxes as well, the Mega Lucario and the Gardevoir boxes, those bigger ones that come with like 11 or 12 packs in them. So did miss out on that, but it is what it is. You know, you take your chances when you get the opportunity. So this is what we ended up with, our opportunity. We ended up with 2 Pitch Black ETBs. We ended up with a Prismatic Mini Tin, an Ascended Heroes Tech Sticker Collection, and 2 Pitch Black Boost Bundles. Pretty much, I mean, availability-wise at our Best Buy, being first and second in line, I mean, I got to choose from everything. You got to choose one of everything. We had EX boxes too, and my buddy got one, but the lady in line would not let me get an EX box along with the tech sticker collection, or the cashier in my line. And you know, I asked her, like, you said one of everything, and she said that counts as one because it's Ascended Heroes. And I was like, that's crazy, because that's, you know, I'm not one to throw an argument or anything, but you know, it is what it is. So we move. But other than that, successful. Like, we got Ascended, we got Prismatic, so I definitely say awesome. We were able to snag 2 ETBs, so that's exciting. And even the boost bundles are exciting. So right now by myself, I'm going to open the 2 Pitch Black booster bundles, and then I'm going to save one of the ETBs to open with my wife, and we're going to open that. The Prismatic and the tech sticker collection, I'll hold on to those for a little while for the PC. I just like having some sealed on me. But availability wise, I don't know if I actually mentioned it again. So ETB wise, at our Best Buy, we had maybe 20 to 30 ETBs, and honestly, they just had them on the top shelf, like in the middle, like of the back rack, kind of where they have the singles hung up, you know. And maybe 15, 15 to 20. I didn't see too many. And then from what I saw, it seemed like they had 2 prismatic mini tins at each register, and maybe 4 to 6 registers, I think, open at the time. So, anywhere from 8 to 12, or maybe even more than that, maybe somewhere in there, of prismatic mini tins. They had bucket loads of the pitch black booster bundles, and they only had a select few of tech sticker collections. I didn't see if they had where they had them or anything, or if they just had like a couple at the register. So it might have been like the mini tins, like they only had 2 or 3 at each register. So maybe, anywhere from like 15 to like 20 something or something or other. So not bad numbers, honestly. And we did go check out another Best Buy an hour away. Just, we had the time, so might as well do it if you can. Like I said, if you have the opportunities to be able to, be there for a drop day or anything like that, you should be able to do that. Luckily with my main job, I do work in the afternoon. So I start work anywhere from usually noon or about 2 o'clock the latest on some days. But right now, my AC's broken. I'm waiting on people to come and fix it, have an opportunity to make a video. So here we are. Again, we did go to a second location, and that was an hour away from our Best Buy. We got there, and I should have taken a picture or video of the line. There's probably 35 plus people, maybe more. I'm gonna lowball it at 35 plus, but it could have been 50 easily. It could have been a 50 person line, and I just kind of wasn't realizing it. So I would say 35. Line was kind of moving a little slow. Was kind of feeling like, I don't know if we maybe get an ETB or anything, but from what our Best Buy had, I wouldn't be surprised if we get another booster bundle. And we get into the store, sure enough, they probably had before, so just entering the store, so walking with the line, and in front of me there's probably 20 or so people. So looking at the ETBs and how many they had them on the shelves behind the counter, so we're able to see that as we're walking in at this Best Buy. Kind of weird setup, honestly. So we get in there, and they have a pyramid of ETBs, and we see, I don't know, there's probably 50 ETBs before the time just when we enter the store. And sure enough, by the time we even get our ETBs, there's probably another 15 to 20 left behind us. And so the entire line got ETBs. So that was awesome to see. Booster bundles. Everyone got booster bundles. And heck, you can go get booster bundles probably tomorrow on Saturdays. And, pick up a booster bundle and go to another Best Buy and pick up a booster bundle there too. But, yeah, that was kind of my experience. Oh, and in line, I think they said for Chaos Rising at their Best Buy, they said there was maybe, so for our restock, for this drop, it was, imagine like a shelf here, so like a shelf here, and they just had a pyramid of ETBs. They said there's another shelf here and another shelf here. They said there's 3 shelffuls of ETBs that high of Chaos Rising. Like, that's crazy to me. Holy moly. At our Best Buy, we don't get nearly as much. It's like a fraction of it. I can't even say like a third or something like that. It's probably like a quarter of it, a fifth, which is kind of crazy. I feel like granted, that drop was it was probably 20 or so more people than us, and they said that there was already lines at Walmart, which out here it's like if you have if you're in line at Walmart, they open at 6. You're standing in the actual like aisle of where Pokemon happens, or at the counter, just waiting for the stalker to come by, and that's tough. At Target, where an hour away from where we are, they do it randomly on Friday, randomly on Saturday. So it's kind of hit or miss. You kind of just have to be available if you can. So those are kind of tough. I'm not, trying to drive an hour out there. No, I'll do it for a drop day like this, just because it seems like there's a whole lot out an hour away from where we are than, where all the traffic is, in my opinion. So, it's all hit or miss. It truly is. So, again, if you just have the opportunity or the time, you're not going to have the opportunity or time to hit every single drop or release, me even trying to do this, I more than likely won't be able to actually hit every single drop or release, but online orders and such, and I'm not scared to order through GameStop if need be, to just get my hands on, a 30th ETB or something like that, or do what we must, exactly, So, definitely excited for that coming up. But that was pretty much the experience at least Best Buy this morning on drop day of Pitch Black. I would say pretty successful Friday, pretty successful release day, and heck, I'm excited to open some Pitch Black. I'm a big fan of Darkrai. I wouldn't say he's in like my top, definitely not top 5, definitely not top 10, but I can imagine he's definitely somewhere in the top 25 of my favorite Pokemon. And then there's definitely some hits in here. The Morpeko, Morpeko. I want to say Morpeko's right. Obviously is a cool card. We'll talk about the obvious ones. The Zeraora, obviously a very cool card. Obviously the chase set of Darkrai. We want those as well. But personal favorites, we have the Goldeen. We have the, is it Slowpoke or Slowbro? We have, there's a few more. I'm trying to think. Obviously, I'll look at the set whenever, I'll kind of scroll through the set whenever we open the ETB, whenever I do that with my wife. So, more of a surprise for me, as I'm kind of not remembering, obviously, off the top of my head. Trying to think. Oh, the Chandelure, of course. Who else do we have? There's that. Oh man, I can't remember his name. Is it like Delamise or something like that? The ghost steering wheel. There's that one. Man, use your brain. I'm struggling to remember now. That's all right. But in my personal opinion, like, I mean, it's kind of more focused towards those kind of dark type, ghost type Pokemon, you know, kind of the scarier vibe Pokemon. And of course, we got Gengar supporting that cause here in the front. So hopefully we can see a few of his friends. I'm going to get to opening these booster bundles. So we got 6 packs and 6 packs right now in this half of the video. And then we'll get to the ETB with my wife. So let's get into it. Got it open. Let's crack into it. Get rid of that. And here we are. 6 packs. And the last thing about Best Buy, they did not have the Pitch Black promo while we were there. They said either they'll get it later that day or they'll have it tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm going back to Best Buy tomorrow or anything like that. We'll see. Actually, I don't think I work on the weekend tomorrow. So can't do that. But maybe the buddies can do it, get me a promo or something like that if they're free. Actually, both of them are going to be out of town. So, nope. Cannot be doing that. Unfortunate. We have 6 packs of Pitch Black ready to open. And I'm just going to grab this other guy. Alrighty. So, got the plastic off. Opening it up. We do have 6 more packs. So again, 12 packs here. Pitch Black. Very exciting. That's who I was thinking of. Excadrill. My goodness, I couldn't think of it. Bang. Alright, so we're gonna go 3. Bang. What do you think? This thumbnail or the other one thumbnail? Maybe this. That's kind of quality. And the 12th pack right here. Let's get to opening them. You know, just honestly excited to be opening some Pokemon packs on a release day. So not everybody is able to get their hands on an ETB on release day or is available for it. So again, I'm just thankful to be able to, you know, have the opportunity of actually buying it. So again, I just want to share the experience with y'all and, you know, have some fun with it. My personal chases, like I said, I have the top chases. Of course, I would want Darkrai. I mean, Darkrai's just, let's be real, a cool Pokemon. And Zeraora, again, people say he's, you know, the industry plant of, I don't even know what gen he's from. Too many generations now. Of whatever gen he's from. And honestly, he's a cool looking Pokemon too. But is what it is. So I think his card is super cool. The Darkrai, the Excadrill. I've always been a big fan of Chandelure. You know, I'm just big on that era. So that's kind of, you know, I'm a big fan of Diamond and Pearl. So yeah, X and Y, sorry. What else? I even like Black and White. Like Black and White's quality to me. So my favorite is obviously Gen 3. When I say obviously, make it act like that's super known. So here we go. We got a Fighting Energy. A Grubbin. Oh my gosh, we're showing off way too much. Centiskorch. That looks pretty similar to another Centiskorch from, is it Phantasmal that I'm thinking of? Skarmory. I like that card a lot. Oh. Well, Lampet. Maybe that's a good sign. The card I dropped. Popplio. Lampent. Backtrack badge. Uh-oh, we got a little something, a hollow maybe, Manectric. Type Null, pretty cool. And Armor Fossil. Last card. An EX. An EX, Lurantis. Oh, that's the other one I instantly remembered after seeing it. Fomantis. I would love that card. Heck yeah, an EX. You know, technically a hit. We always take it. So get into pack number 2. Holy moly. Uh-oh. Butchered. Oh, actually butchered. Whoa, that code card is cool. Look at that. And I mean, I might have just fallen for all the industry plants because Lucario is a top 5 Pokemon for me, if not my favorite. It might be my favorite. Infernape is up there as well, so, you know, sorry about it. Imagine God Pack and Pitch Black. I don't think there are God Packs in this set. Ooh, Electrike. Electrike does have a cool IR, I believe, so that would be another exciting pool. Look at that Whalmer. That'll be a quality bulk card for people. Banette. Ooh, the Banette is pretty cool too. Gosh, I'm just showing off borders out here. It seemed dark, but it could just be the hollow. Misty's Vitality is obviously a cool hit. That'd be fun. Dark Bell. Dark Bell. Reverse. Seeking. The Goldeen. I feel like people just love the Goldeen, so it's beautiful art in my opinion. That's super cool art in my opinion. Okubo is the artist. And let's see the last one. Voltaic Energy. Don't know if I said that correctly or not. So, I'm not gonna lie. These cards are the worst. Getting these in Chaos Rising was just like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to learn. Honestly, I don't know the most about the TCG. I just need to learn, 1, the TCG in general. 2, playability. Dude, they are doing cool thing. All the megas with the code cards. I like that so much more than just a Pikachu, in my opinion. But obviously Pikachu's the GOAT. I love Pikachu as well. He's a top probably 5 to 10 Pokemon for me. Basic Energy. Antique Skull Fossil, Drillbur. Bombardier. Charjabug. Palafin. Annihilate. A cool Annihilate card I would like to see. I don't know. Mark my words, I hope there's not one in the set and I just have no clue. I don't think there is. Savali. The Savali card is also cool. Koraidon. And a Zarude. So, we will see and check out the Zarude promo from the ETB. Yeah, Gengar said, let me cheer on and actually see some packs ripped. So he's got one eye lurking on us. Is it this way? Yes. Ooh, Dark Basic Energy. Shuppet, Brion, excuse me. The Primarina is also a beautiful card. Litwick, Pelicanth, Delamise. Is it Delamise or Delamise? Devil. Oh my goodness. We've absolutely done it, ladies and gentlemen. We've absolutely done it. The Slowbro. The king himself. Not actually the king. Not yet. Anything behind? Zarude Hollow. I only have Ascended Heroes sleeves. But at least it's something good. So heck yeah. Gengar's got a buddy. The Slowbro. I mean, heck. It's already a successful rip. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping bulk. On to the next. So what did we hit out of that one? It was the Lucario. Lucario might be the one. The code card that we're looking for. Hoo-ha! Steel. Is it? Yeah, Steel Basic Energy. Inkay. Bronzor. Primate. Trumbeak. Oh, the Trumbeak's evolution. What is it? Man, I'm not going to remember the name of it. And I used to be so good at knowing the names of Pokemon. Of like dang near every generation. Bastiodon. Heck yeah. Trumbeak. Toucannon, I believe, maybe. The Toucannon card. That sounds right. Is also a super cool card. So, kind of enough talking, so I'm not chit-chatting about nothing, but talking more about us at Pine Tree Trading Company, Pine Tree TC for short. Mega Kangaskhan code card. A lot of it is going to be, you know, pack openings and such, but also documenting kind of the business of a card journey and starting from the ground up. Kind of starting from really basically our own personal collections and really turning it into an online business, a business that goes to shows, defend, and, you know, make connections, meet other people, and all in all, just share our collections and have fun about it, and, you know, just introduce it to other people as well. So being an outlet and being a consistent outlet to that people can go to is kind of what we're really looking and aiming to be. So a lot of it we are going to be focusing online, as in like eBay sales, and then maybe setting up an online store ourselves, or our own website. But that'll be somewhat down the line. So if you are looking into some more Pokemon content, such as, you know, card shows, buying collections, setting up an online store, and kind of how we do that day to day, handle it, inventory and such, with just more Pokemon content along with it, and not just Pokemon, but other TCGs along the way. Just learning, you know, how we can actually be an outlet for people to get what they want. But that's basically kind of all I wanted to rant about. There it is, Toucannon. I knew it. Look at that card. Nice art to it. Tremendous bomb. Sorry for ranting a little bit while not doing anything. And we get the Goldeen. Oh my goodness. He's absolutely done it. Is there another card? There is, but oh my goodness. The Goldeen. Didn't look at the back of the other card. But for the most part, I do see a little bit maybe over here of whitening. But for the most part, it looks pretty clean. But let's just talk about the card. Wow. Got mini Goldeen. Sorry, I'm trying not to get my hands in the way and fingers in the way. But right there, heck yeah. That's quality. Slave it. Well, 2 IRs out of... Dude, how many packs is that? 6? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7? That's pretty solid numbers. And bang, we have another friend. We'll have them sorted out for now. And a neat pile. So, a Kangaskhan pack. And by Kangaskhan pack, I mean code card. Kabang. That's for y'all. What else do I need to be talking about? Pretty much, this is the beginning of our business, of course, so or the business are really creating our brand. So that's what we're focusing on. Just being really consistent with everything. Making sure we're posting at least a couple times a week to begin with. And then when we, get closer to shows and stuff like that, we can actually put in some quality time. But we need to handle a little bit more business together before we actually like fully launch an online store and etc. like that. This is just a good opportunity to film a little content on a release day. So that's exactly what we're doing. And I do want to be, pretty transparent with what we're doing, how we're setting up, what we're thinking kind of too, how we're thinking about setting up shows, like why we're getting certain things, documenting trades, why we're documenting everything, etc., because it's not just for content, but it is just for, a lot more than that. It's for safety. It's just for the documentation of everything. It's not just the value of views. It's not just the value of that, but it's the value of actually having the footage and having, the wherewithal of what's going on. So that's exactly what we want to show, and that's a super cool card. And that's exactly what we are going to show, So moving forward, we got Thievel, Jet. I see a black border back there. I'm not going to get too excited or anything, but it's probably going to be one of those energy cards and get me all excited for nothing. Oh, there it is. Shadow Energy. What do we have here? A Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu's a pretty cool Pokemon too. Hit. Put it on the board. 2 more packs before we are going to cut this portion of the video by myself, and my wife will be joining us for the next part. That could just be a separate video. Y'all will be finding out here shortly. Voltaic Energy. Some last pack luck. Can we have it? Can we have it? Oh my gosh, I'm binking the camera and everything. We're moving. I was feeling pretty lucky, leaving the store. We are opening that ETB in the back. As you can see, there's like the tiniest little rip right there. But that's okay. We got the second one. Here we go. Last pack luck. But I'm feeling pretty lucky. And I think the luck's in this ETB. I could be totally wrong, but that's kind of how I'm feeling. Shop it, Brio, Craniados, Slowbro. There's these Vitality, Jinx, Shop it last card, and Mega Darkrai EX. That ain't a bad pull either. I mean, for an EX, dude, that thing is pretty sweet. Sheesh. All right. To conclude it, we have the 3 EXs. Give you all a little show again of these. Again, look at that. I mean, EX cards are kind of cool. So we have those 3 EXs. And then, of course, the 2 big hits of the lot of packs that we opened. We got the Goldeen. I mean, that's just a super cool card. Pikachu's going to hold on to that one. And then, again, the Slowbro. Just awesome. Heck yeah. Gengar will hold on to the Slowbro. So again, Drew here with Pine Tree Trading Company, Pine Tree TC. Thank you all for tuning in this video if you have, and if you stayed in this long. It's much appreciated. So I hope you all have a great day, and stay safe out there. Have a good one. We're going to get moving into this a little bit quicker. I don't want to keep you all here for a super long video or anything like that. I did want to just kind of give you all a little summary of what Pine Tree Trading Company is and what we're focusing on right now, and just a little brief breakdown of everything. And again, I am Drew with Pine Tree Trading Company. It has been a whole lot of fun ripping packs with y'all who have tuned into this, especially if you stayed tuned in. So that is much appreciated. Tropius. Tropius is low-key a good shout in a favorite Pokemon. If your favorite Pokemon is Tropius, shout out to y'all. Again, from my favorite gen, Pikachu says he wants to watch some pack openings as well. Oh my gosh. This pack does not want to be opened. It's got the heat in there. Uh-oh. Look at this code card. This is sick. I'm kind of more pumped about the code card than anything. I mean, not the Goldeen and the Slowbro, but that's super cool. I like that. Big fan. All right. Basic Energy. Drillbur. Ashtiff. Shuppet's a cool Pokemon. Let's see. I love this art with these just basic uncommon cards. Like, but that coloring is super cool. Grubbin. Slowbro. Misty's Vitality. Manectric. Manectric would be a cool pool as well. Favorite gen, of course. Another EX. Hey. Let's go.